Namaste to all dear students. Hope you all are doing well and fine, safe at your homes. So I thought of uh, helping you in some or other way. So I am preparing this video. This is relating to BCom 6th semester managerial accounting subject and introduction unit. This is theory unit. It covers uh, maximum marks of one short and one long, two long, means almost 34 marks it will cover in your exam. So without wasting further more time, let us see this unit. Okay, in this unit few theory questions are there. We will discuss daily one question. Okay, and presently this is the part 1, and in this part 1 we are going to discuss branches of accounting and limitations of financial accounting. This is what we are going to discuss today. Okay, so here is the chapter 1, introduction to managerial accounting. Okay, let us see what it is all about. So chapter 1 we are discussing introduction. Okay, so let us see first what is accounting. As you all know, but it has been many days. So let us go through the what is mean by accounting and other things one by one, so that we can easily understand the theory part, which is I'm saying now maximum you will get 34 marks. Two long questions, one short question. So don't neglect this chapter, I mean to say. According to Smith and Upson, sorry, Asburn, accounting is the science of recording and classifying the transactions and events. What is accounting? Accounting is science of recording and classifying transactions and events primarily of financial nature. Which are in financial nature, accounting will record. This is the definition of accounting. And the art, it is also art of making significant summaries, analysis and interpretation of those transactions and events, and communicating the results to the person whom must make decision from the decisions are from judgments. So what is accounting means, you have already learnt in intermediate and degree first year also. Accounting is science and art of recording, classifying the transactions and events of primarily of financial nature, and from that it will, what it will do, it will classify, summarize and analyze and make the reports like statement of P&L account and balance sheet, which is useful to the users of the financial statements or owners for what, for making decisions or form some judgments. Okay, this is what accounting is all about. But there are three branches of accounting. How many branches? Three branches of accounting. Let me take some here. See, there are three branches of accounting. It is not coming. Right. There are No problem, I'll write here itself. So what I was telling is, accounting has three branches, namely, as you all know, you have already studied. One is financial accounting, second is cost accounting, financial accounting, cost accounting, and now in this semester you are learning management accounting or managerial accounting. Okay, managerial accounting. What is financial accounting? Financial accounting is mainly related with the recording the financial information relating to the business transactions and events. What does cost accounting deals with? It is other it takes or accumulates cost relating to a particular product or service, and it will it has objective of what means to cost control and cost reduction. Okay, so that management make based on the costing report, they will fix the selling price and other things. So how much cost is incurred to produce a product will be first cost ascertainment, secondly cost control and cost reduction, finally price fixation, that is about cost accounting will do, that you have studied in your fifth semester previously. Financial accounting generally regards the business transactions whatever have been taken in a particular accounting period and report to the users of financial statements. Okay, uh, based on that, it will, the main objective of financial accounting is to record and present the financial information truly and fairly. Fair presentation should be there in financial statements whatever been prepared. Okay, that is about financial accounting. Cost accounting, ascertainment of cost, fixation of selling price and other things relating to cost. Then what about this managerial accounting? Why there is separate accounting called managerial accounting, that may you get. So out of three branches, one of the important branch is management accounting, because business is handled by management. The person who is managing the business is manager. Okay, in case of sole proprietorship, proprietor will manage the things. In case of partnership, some partners who are active, they will manage the affairs of the business. In case of company type of organization, board of directors, okay, will manage the business. But what is management? Management is nothing but making the or doing the or achieving the things which are planned, or what are the objectives of the organization, those will be achieved by the management. Okay, managing is nothing but achieving the objectives of business. So business organization, whatever objectives are there, those should be fulfilled. Okay, to fulfill those objectives, management will take the decisions. So to take those decisions, they require some information and data. That information and data will be analyzed and interpreted by the managerial accounting. From the financial accounting and cost accounting, they will gather the information. From that, they will interpret and analyze information which is relevant for the particular decision and make the decisions of the management, so that overall objectives of the organization can be achieved. This is about management accounting. Hope you have understood three things. Now let us see what is given in the books. Okay, this is what I have explained. Now the same thing will be given in textual format in your textbook. Let us see those things now. Okay, uh, wait a minute. So see, accounting may be classified into financial accounting, cost accounting, and management accounting or managerial accounting. Financial accounting deals with the preparation of profit and loss and balance sheet statement, catering catering to the requirement of owners and other users who were depending upon financial statements for their decision making, whether to invest in that company or not, what is the financial position of the company. Through balance sheet you can know the financial position, and profit and loss account, how much profit is earned by the organization we will know. Okay, profitability and solvency, two will be known through the balance sheet and profit and loss statement. Those are prepared by the financial accounting. Cost accounting deals with classification, computation, and analysis of cost of different bases. We have studied in the fifth semester, based on the nature of the business, different types of methods of costing will be done, like job costing. Okay, job costing is one method of costing for particular type of organization. Contract costing is another method of accounting for the contract nature of business. Unit or output costing generally used in all types of business which are using identical product. Homogeneous products will be there in such. So cost accounting deals with the classification and computation and analysis of cost of different bases, like it will uh, classify cost into period cost and product cost, and based on the variability, variable cost, fixed cost, semi variable cost, like this. So cost accounting is dealing with those things. Okay, providing useful information to the managers, employees, government, and others. To the managers, what is the fixed cost, what is the variable cost, how it should be categorized. Okay, for the purpose of production, like that managers will take the information which is related, and employees will take the information, and they will think about how much bonus they can earn, what is the total cost to the employees out of the that cost accounting, and government and other users. Okay, this is about cost accounting will deal. I'm taking little bit detailed discussion because you need to understand what why there is need for management accounting, when there is we are already having financial accounting and cost accounting. Because cost accounting deals different thing, financial accounting deals different thing, and third discipline or branch of accounting is namely management accounting or managerial accounting. This management accounting deals with the processing of data generated in financial and cost accounting for managerial decision making. Management wants to make some decisions, okay, for achieving the objectives of the organization. Okay, business as a whole, one organization one will have some objectives. Okay, whether to go for expansion or not, whether to sell particular product or not. Okay, like that some decisions they need to make. So to make those decisions they require some information which will be generated in financial and cost accounting, With the help of these two, financial and cost accounting, managerial decisions will be taken by management. Okay, for that purpose, management accounting is needed. Okay, hope you have understood the things. So, this is about management accounting or managerial accounting. It deals with the processing of data generated in financial accounting and cost accounting for managerial decision making. This is what briefly about three types of accounting. Okay, so let us see the next. There are sometimes this question may be asked in the exam. Limitations of financial accounting. What it is? Limitations of financial accounting. Okay, while financial accounting is very useful and significant, it has certain limitations and inadequacies. Okay, because everything cannot be provided in financial accounting itself. That is why they are going for others. Okay, so financial accounting, though used significantly, there are certain limitations which we are going to discuss, which have result in adoption of supplementary accounting disciplines such as cost accounting and management accounting. Because of these limitations, what happened? There is a need for cost accounting and management accounting. Some of the limitations are stated below. These are some limitations of what? Financial accounting. Let us see one by one. First one, historical information. Financial statements are prepared only at the close of accounting period. Okay, after transaction takes place, then only it will prepare the records the information, and at the end of the accounting period, what financial statements are prepared. Thus, only historical information is available from financial records. Already happened thing will be known in the financial accounting. Future course of action you cannot have before paying the expenses. You cannot write the payment entry. That is why financial accounting is prepared. Financial statements are prepared at the end of the accounting period. They do not provide day-to-day cost information for evaluating the efficiency of the organization and for predetermining the cost. So, beforehand you cannot determine the cost through financial accounting. If any transaction or event takes place, then only they will write the journal entry, then only it will be taken into the financial statements of financial accounts. Otherwise, it will not. No classification of information. Financial accounts are concerned with the ascertainment of profit or loss of the business as a whole. Whole business unit they will take at one part whether profit arised or loss. If a business has three departments, it will not have how much profit is earned by department 1, department 2 and department 3. As a whole business unit, how much profit is earned will be shown in the P&L account. Department wise P&L account is not prepared. But in case of cost accounting, you can get one department as cost center, and whatever expenses incurred in that department and whatever revenue generated in that department, we can get the information in the cost accounting, not in financial accounting. That is the drawback or limitation. They reveal overall trading results for the period and financial position of a business as a on a particular date. They merely show the results of collective activities of the business. No detailed information is provided for exact manner in which net profit or loss has been made. In a business, total turnover may comprises of many activities and departments, processes, jobs, contracts, etc. Suppose uh, Mr. X is doing contract business. He has three contracts. In one contract, he has got loss. In other two contracts, he has made huge profits. Overall, in financial accounting you will show only profit, and contract related loss will not be shown separately. That is the drawback here they are saying. So it will not have detailed information like this. You can write no detailed, this point you can write no detailed information etc till here. Financial accounting are concerned with the ascertainment of whole profit or loss of the business as a whole. Okay, they merely show result of a collective activities of the business. Second point you write this one, and lastly this is the third point you write remaining you leave no nothing happens. Let us see the next point. Whatever just now I have shown explained that is only is there. Okay, I'll read for you all, otherwise you people will say sir you have left something. I don't want to left, some of which may be profitable while others may be loss. That is what I said now. In contract 3 there may be loss, in contract 1 and 2 there may be profit. As separate information for activity is not revealed, profit or loss of each activity cannot be known in financial accounting. No standards. In cost accounting, based on previous experience, you can put some standards and actuals will be compared with the standards. Any deviation is found, they will analyze those deviations and rectify them. That is done in cost accounting. But whereas in financial accounting such thing will not be there, because if anything happened then only it will record. After happening of any event or transaction, financial information is recorded in the financial accounting. There are no standards or norms against which different cost items can be compared in financial accounting. Incomes and expenses can be compared with the corresponding figures of previous year, but this does not provide satisfactory basis for evaluating or progress of efficiency of these activities. At the end of the period, previous year figure you can compare with the current year, but after happening of the events only you will know the information. Beforehand you will not get the information. So no standards have been specified in financial accounting. This is one of the limitations of financial accounting. Next, no idea of efficiency. Profit is not measure of efficiency, as inefficient firms can make profits in conditions of boom, and efficient firms may lose lose money during difficult economic condition. Financial accounting fails to inform whether profits are due to efficiency in operations or due to external factors of inflation, trade depression, war, or famine, etc. Material losses due to pilferage, wastage, labor, and machine hours lost due to idle time, etc., cannot be found out with the help of financial accounting. These all can be identified in cost accounting, but in financial accounting we cannot, because efficiency, whether business is doing profit or loss, we will know. How, what is the reason, how much profit it has earned, that information will not be known, because if there is any um, sometimes there will be uh, if I'll tell one example. Suppose uh, here there are some lands, okay, some area, say mm, Shemshabad. Okay, these are some lands which are there in Shemshabad area, and nearby it, okay, nearby these lands, if a IT company will come or some industries are come in that area, the land value of these increase. Okay, those who are doing real estate business of these lands in this area will get benefit. Is it because of efficiency of that real estate it is getting uh, profits? No, it is because of some external factor. There is some uh, IT company is coming, some industries are coming. That is why here there is some development and land values have been increased. So profits have been increased by those companies. But whether it is through external factors or internal factors, financial accounting will not tell. Financial accounting will tell in this particular period there is a profit or there is a loss. That's it. How much profit you have earned, that will tell. How it is earned, because of what it is earned. If there is loss, why there is a loss, it will not go in detail. That is what efficiency will not be known through financial accounting. Next, no aid to decision making. No aid to decision making. Managers need to think and evaluate alternative course of action. Situations such as extent of capacity, utilization of product mix, and mix of factors of production, price negotiations, new market, internal production of parts against the outsourcing, etc. Requirement of information for effective decision making. Financial accounting does not provide such information. To increase the profits, which product mix should be there? Suppose X, Y, Z three products are there. X and Y two products are doing well, but product Z is not doing well in the market. Sometimes what management will do, along with the product X, okay, product Z will be mixed. If you buy product X, it may rupees 100 per 1 unit of X, and product Z is uh, 50 rupees, but no one is purchasing product Z. Okay, very less demand is there, and they are not will generally people are not buying along, but there is demand for product X. So what management will do, along with the product Z they will add product X, they will add product Z together. X plus Z they will sell as a combo, and they may put price as 145 rupees or 140 rupees, okay, together. If you see individually, if you see individually 50 rupees and 100 rupees together they are been selling, because product Z is not able to make sales. So what they are doing, they are adding to product Y and Z and making this product should be sold in the market. So this information will not be available in financial accounting, but this information is needed by the management for making the decision. So no aid to decision making. How much sales are there of product X, product Y, D, product wise details are not available in financial accounting, whereas cost accounting will help in this situation. So that is the one of the limitation of financial accounting they are saying. Hope you have understood with the example. Let us see the next points. No classification of expenses. Expenses are not classified into direct and indirect expenses, fixed or variable expenses. They are not assigned to products at each stage of production. In cost accounting, you can find factory cost, prime cost, uh, cost of production, okay, cost of goods sold. Different stages in cost sheet you can find prime cost, factory cost, okay, cost of goods produced, okay, COGS call, and cost of sales or total cost. Like this, after adding each thing you will get different things in cost accounting. Such classification is not available in what, in financial accounting. All expenses will be debited to P&L account, incomes will be credited to uh, P&L account, and whether profit or loss is there, that will be stated. Okay, so as to reveal the controllable uncontrollable items, it will not reveal, no classification is there. Okay, in cost accounting there is such thing. They will in marginal costing technique, uh, okay, variable cost, fixed cost separation will be there. Okay, such a thing is not available in what, in financial accounting. Does not aid price fixation. How much sales have made you can know through the uh, P&L account credit side. If you go and see, there will be a trading account credit side. If you go and see, there will be sales amount. After making the sales you will know, but to determine the selling price, financial accounting will not helpful. In the absence of cost data by products, divisions or process, neither price fixation is possible nor it is possible to preparation of tenders and estimations. So tenders and estimations will be done in cost accounting, not in financial accounting, because each product wise or process wise or job wise information is not available in financial accounting. Whether particular thing is purchased or sold, how much expenditure is incurred, that only will be known in the financial accounting. Okay, inadequate, wait a minute. Inadequate data or detailed reports. Detailed information is not available in financial record to supply reports to the operations. It gives only results but does not explain cause of such result. कितना प्रॉफिट आया बताएगा, कैसे आया ये बात नहीं बताएगा, ఎంత ప్రాఫిట్ వచ్చింది చెప్తుంది, ఎట్లా వచ్చింది అన్న సంగతి చెప్పదు, ఏ రీజన్ వల్ల వచ్చింది అవన్నీ చెప్పాలి. ఓకే, సో that is about inadequate data or detailed reports. No scope of performance appraisal. See, whether you have paid to employees or not, financial accounting will tell. If salary is paid, they will take salary account debit to cash account, that's it. If salary is payable, salary account debit to salary payable account, outstanding liability they will tell. But which employee has paid how much, why it is paid, how much, these informations will not be shown. If any employee is doing better, if, okay, suppose a organization policy of payment of wages and salary is based on the productivity. Okay, Performance analysis will not be known through financial accounts, but in costing, how many units Mr. A employee is there, Mr. B another employee is there, how many units A has produced, how many units B has produced, what is their efficiency level, and based on that they will be paid. Okay, that will be done in cost accounting, whereas in financial accounting such thing will not be available, since profit and loss account reveals the results of operations for entire business as a whole system. Total salaries of all employees will be known, total bonus how much you have paid will be known, but each individual, how is his performance and performance appraisal of different individuals or departments is not possible in financial accounting. It will be done in cost accounting and management accounting. Okay, let us see the next. No emphasis on cost control and cost reduction. See whether expenses are incurred or not, whether they are relating to particular period or not, that will be considered in financial accounting. But how to reduce the cost, okay, that is not the headache of financial accounting. So in financial accounting there are revenues and expenses, no cost, there is no accounting for wages or for overtime. If profits are increase, our sales will have to increase, with no emphasis on cost cutting. Expenses will be arbitrary. See, these information, cost reduction, cost control, those are the objectives of cost accounting, and financial accounting will not bother about those things. Opportunity cost are ignored. In financial accounting, opportunity cost are cost which are actually incurred only will be recognized, or which may be incurred, may be provided, but which is notional or which is opportunity, that cost will not be incurred. What is opportunity cost means? Okay, opportunity cost is the uh, what we call benefit foregone from best next alternative course of action. Suppose two decisions are there. Okay, decision 1, decision 2, two decisions. If you take one decision 1, you cannot take the decision 2. Suppose you are using 50,000 rupees to purchase something, you can purchase those things, but at the same time if you deposit such amount in bank without purchasing the goods, so what I'm saying, you can buy uh, you can invest amount 50,000 in purchasing, or you can put that amount in bank and get what interest. If you buy, you cannot deposit. So if you take the decision of purchasing, okay, you cannot make the another decision to deposit. So you will forego some amount of interest in this case, but at the same time if later on you go and purchase the goods, if not available, then you need to purchase at higher price. So opportunity cost is ignored in decision accounting. Financial accounting only records expenses actually incurred or which may be incurred in future. Okay, notional expenses or opportunity cost will not be covered in this case. Suppose I am doing the business. Say, I'll tell one another example. Think that this is our home, and we have two rooms. Say, I'm using this room in the evening time for tuitions. For tuitions, okay. Only students up will come due to COVID situation. So now no one is coming also. Uh, Generally, example, for the purpose of example. Suppose if I take room, this room, any other place in a school or any other location, I need to pay rent, say, uh, per 1 month, for 1 month, say rupees 2000 I need to pay. How much I need to pay? 2000. Suppose I'm using our home, and that too in the evening, 3 hours. For that purpose, I'm not going outside. If I go outside, I need to pay 2000. If but I am using our own premises, so that I am not incurring these 2000 expenses. Okay, if I am preparing my P&L account, will I write this 2000 as expenses? I need to pay rent if I go outside. Do I am going outside and taking a premises for rent? No. That is ignored in financial accounting, because actually I am not paying the expenses. Whereas for managerial decision purpose, or for the purpose of making whether to go outside or not decision, this will be considered in management accounting. Okay, that is the opportunity cost, that is known as opportunity cost. So it will not take into account of notional expenses such as rent of own premises or opportunity cost of choosing one alternative over the other. जैसे मैंने अभी बताया, just now I have tell, इప్పుడే ఒక एग्जांपल చెప్పిన కదా, if I put the 50,000 in my bank account, I'll get interest. If I purchase something else, I will not get that interest. That interest which I have foregone by expenditure, by purchasing some goods for business purpose, will it is a expenditure for me? No. But but whether to purchase at that particular point of time or not, to make that decision, management accounting will consider that interest portion also. Already if I am having some more, already I am having goods with me which can be used for uh, 3 more months or 4 more months or 6 months. At that point of time, whether to buy or whether I should not buy and keep that money in bank itself, for making such a decision, opportunity cost will be considered in management accounting but not in financial accounting, because it will not consider any notional cost. What is notional? Which is not real, which is not really incurred. Qualitative information is ignored. Financial accounting ignores qualitative aspects of business. Even in case of quantitative aspects, only such information that can be measured in monetary terms only will be recorded. Quality related information financial accounting will not tell. Financial accounting will tell only quantitative information. Okay, this is about the limitations of financial accounting. Hope you have understood. If any point you have doesn't understood, I have gone in detail with the examples. uh, Go back to the video again and watch it again. If you don't understand, then also, then make it section of the video. In the next video I'll try to clarify those. And lastly, but please be at home, don't go outside unnecessarily. If it is required, then only you go outside, otherwise not. And focus on your studies. I'm saying you are in final year, so don't waste your time. Just make yourself uh, concentrated on the studies. So सीखना बंद तो जीतना बंद, सीखते रहो जीतने के लिए। जय हिंद। And don't forget to subscribe the channel and share it with your friends. Thank you. Bye.